Alright guys, this is just a simple video on the vira-matic machine. I'm just turn it off, noisy. Yeah, on the vira-matic machine, which we use to wash all the watch parts at the workshop really. I haven't found a lot of videos explaining how this machine works. So I decided to make my own video so I can help other people to solve any problem they might have. This machine is very simple. Obviously it's technology from the 50s, so there's no circuit boards, there's no capacitors, there's nothing too complicated or that can electronically go wrong with it. Basically it's a bunch of switches, which are about 6 switches it has. Yeah, 6 switches. There are 3 switches in here, which 1, 2 and 3, which is connected to this shaft. There is 2 switches in there which operates the fan and the heater. Now a lot of people think the heater is up here, but there's nothing here. It's just empty. The actual heater is in there, and we have this lever, which is the main switch really. This is a timer, right? Depending on how far you push this lever, the further you push it, the longer it will stay in this the next cycle. Let's say this screw here, I can make it down, up or down. So the further down I go, the longer it will stay in this cycle. This machine also have three positions for the head. It's got the down position when the basket is down here within the liquid and washing. Got the spinning position, which is the position that it is now, and the upper position, which is, let me just demonstrate here for you guys. It's going to spin for a few seconds and then you're going to shoot up. There we go. And then once it's up there, this main plate moves around. It pushes that bit there. The timer starts. As you can, I don't know if you can see. Let me just put the light in here. Yeah, as you can see, this is moving. This you can see this movement in there, right? That's a timer spinning. So as it spins, that lever goes back to the upright position. So the next screw here will go around like so. Touch it, push it, and the whole cycle will start again. So this is the down position. We call it washing position or dry position, which is the same. You can also increase or decrease the speed by turning this little screw on this potentiometer. So you can go clockwise, it goes quicker, or anti-clockwise, it goes slower. As you can see, let me just demonstrate very slow or very fast. I'm trying to keep this video very short because I mean, it's not rocket science, but it's also not as easy as it might look. Also, I'm playing with the machine. Don't touch anything in there, right? Everything is alive, and if you touch it, you're gonna be electrocuted, or maybe you can either die from it because it's 240 volts in there, so you don't want to touch anything. So this machine operates by that AC motor. There is 2 of them actually. There is that one there, and there is a DC motor in there, which goes back and forth through a relay. I don't know if you can hear the relay going. Yeah. So this is basically how it is. The motor turns the electricity into motion. it spins the shaft, transfers the energy through a gearbox. The gearbox sends the motion through a shaft that operates these sprockets in here. So these sprockets are in levels. First level, well, there's a shaft that goes all the way up, down there, up, all the way here to this nut there. So the first level, this one, will operate this lever. This is like an arm. So as it turns, let me demonstrate. So as it turns, the arm goes in, which pushes hydraulic fluid through a cylinder out on this copper pipe, around there, into that nut in there. Don't know if you can see it. Let me just try to focus it better. There you go. Yeah, there. Oops. Yeah, so from there it goes into a shaft that shoots the oil up, which makes the whole head moves up and down. You can move it by hand, but just so you guys can see. So basically the problem I had, we bought this machine online, and when we got to the workshop we tried to make it work, and what happened is the main plate was turning before the basket clears it, which was making the thing stuck to the side, and we had a problem because if you get stuck in there, you're gonna burn the motor, or worse, you can crack one of these, and very, very difficult to find the original one. So so I decided to take it apart and see what was the problem. Now the problem was this lever. That's the lever that operates the main plate here. It catches this notch here with this bit on the other side and comes around and turns the plate. But at the same time, this arm have to be on the up position, which is the head up, as I'm going to demonstrate. On. Now. Yeah, head up. Yeah, that's going up. Okay. Now that's turning. Now it will down again, and then it will turn. Washing. Let's demonstrate again. Head up. Spinning. Lifting the head. Turning the main plate. Next jar, in this case, the dryer. And drying. Got the fan going, and this is basically what it is. So as you can see here, the position that it is now, there's a notch there which activate those two switches, which tells the machine to start the heater and the fan. First things to check in this particular machine, if there is any leaks. If there is any leaks in here or there or anywhere in there, then you have to take the whole thing apart and reseal it somehow, refill it with I think it's .4 oil that goes in there. Can't remember which one. Well, anyway, it's oil, it's hydraulic oil. I can't remember which one it is, to be honest with you. But basically the problem I had was the arm. This arm was misaligned, was in the wrong position. Instead of here, it was further there, whilst the head is still down there. So what was happening was, when the sprocket was turning to lift the head, it was spinning the main plate before this actuator or arm actually pushes the fluid to make the head move upward. So that's how I fix it. I found the position, got my old spanner, I chuck it in there, and I just pull it in and out to find the right position. It was really loose, by the way, so it should be okay now. So it looks easy, but you have to know what is the right position that this lever sits in comparison to the shaft. I made a little diagram to make you guys lives a lot easier. So this is basically this shaft here, that shaft. You can see the grooves in it. There are grooves in them. So those grooves, every time it turns, it presses a different button in there. See the red buttons in there, in between them, between the switch and the shaft. So I made it as simple as possible. I'm not an engineer, so yeah, this is the basket down, which is that one. Okay, washing or drying position. Now the drying position is when that lump presses those two buttons, which neutralize one of those switches and makes the head spins faster. Okay, the spinning position makes the jar go up, sorry, the basket go up a little bit, stop for a few seconds, and then spins very fast whilst it's still inside the jar, but only for a brief few seconds. So the turning position is when the three buttons on the switch is pressed and this shaft is turning that way. Well, you only turn one way. So when it's turning, this is the turning position, which makes the this is as if I was looking from the top, right? This shaft here. So this is the lever. When it turns, it catches the main plate, which is those things in there. It catches this. You see there's 4 of them, and makes it spin around. So this is a little explanation explaining washing position, spinning position, turning position. So the arm should be facing the spinning position. Now, turning position. Now the arm is going to catch the main plate. It will rotate, and then it goes back into the wash position, and it stops. And then you have inside the basket, not basket, basket inside the jar. Let's try again. Now it goes into spinning position for a few seconds. It's going to spin very fast, and then it's going to lift, goes up, it's going to turn in position, lower it, and then wash again. And this repeats this cycle for 3 times actually, and then it stops into drying position.